Saludos plagas, soy Volkova y bienvenidos una vez más a este distractor canal. Hoy, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, capítulo 51, la Piedra Solar. ¿Qué tal? Misión para hoy. 2 puntos. Primero, preparativos de batalla. Segundo, maldita sea, es que se va a acabar The Witcher dentro de poco. Ya me lo estoy oliendo. O sea, esto va a ser matar a Eredin y ya. Y se acabó. Bueno, no se acabó, no, porque ojito las secundarias que tengo, ¿no? Pero estas no las voy a subir. Mira lo que hay de secundarias. Y lo que hay de contratos. ¿Cómo los contratos? ¿Ahí? ¿No tengo contratos activos? ¿En serio? Ojo, no tengo contratos activos. Contratos para la práctica. Vamos a reunirnos con Avalak en el barco. En el capítulo anterior le restamos a... ¡Ah, espérate! Recargo. En el capítulo anterior le restamos apoyo militar a Eredin. Es decir, nuestra guerra empezó quitándole diplomáticamente apoyo militar a Eredin. Vale, está bien, me sirve. Los planes van a ser encontrar una piedra del sol, no sé de qué sol, ir a un Vik en Skellig y allí convocar a Naglfar, algo así, y que cuando este tipo llegue pues va a venir Eredin también. Creo que este primero, Naglfar, es el mago este que va rastreando los portales que Ciri crea, creo, es el que tiene el bastón largo, el que peleó contra Skellig y que Ciri tuvo que intervenir para salvarlo porque el tipo le empezó a utilizar magia ahí para combatir tramposo, porque Skellig no tiene magia, bueno sí tiene magia pero no hechicera sino magia en plan art y bueno, la señal. Creo que es ese tipo. Pero la idea es convocar al tipo, que caiga Eredin también y emboscarlos a los dos y matar a Eredin. Vamos a ver. Quita. Ojo. Lo del parche. Vale. Le metí un parche al The Witcher y es que antes los NPCs se desaparecían. Ahora no, ahora se quedan. Si me acerco mucho, aquí se quedan. Aquí despegándome la antorcha en la cara. Ahí se quedan. Vale, muy bien. Vámonos. Quita. Ojo. La logia.
Help protect Ciri from the Wild Hunt and the Emperor will grant you amnesty.
I hope we can trust you.
You can.
What of Fringilla?
Margarita lleva por lo menos 3 días ya libre y no se ha limpiado la cara. Mira, parece una zarrapastrosa. Zarrapastrosa, Margarita. Pobrecita Jesús.
You barely said hello and you're already plotting something.
It's clearly in our nature.
I hear right. You convinced the Emperor to pardon them?
Provided they help us defend Ciri.
Got a hard time believing Emperor would go in for a deal like that.
También, porque ese man lo
If
pide,
you can't believe it,
lo hace,
don't.
siempre y cuando
I
le
don't need
llevemos
you
así.
to.
Bit about Fringilla. What was that? Triss told me you couldn't contact her.
Perhaps because she sits in the Emperor's dungeon, chained in Dimeritium. At least that's what Rita implied.
How's Rita know? Barely got out of prison herself.
She spoke to Fringilla before they imprisoned her. Fringilla said that the Emperor had summoned her and she'd explained why after the meeting. No one's heard from her since.
Thought this kind of drama only happened around Radovid.
I don't like it. That was not our deal. When it's all over, I'll need to have a candid discussion with the Emperor. Come, they're all waiting for us.
Ojo, porque Amy también está conspirando contra los Naglfar. Pero sí es cierto que son una logia que tiene que estar bajo control. Bueno, quien tenga el control de esta logia va a tener un buen poder ahí. Mira la bala. Mira la Cirila. Mira a la Triss. A la Triss. ¿Qué pasa?
Yes, Geralt?
¿Cómo estás, Triss?
Back there at the Kingfisher.
Oh, you really want to talk about it? Maybe I should get Yennefer. Wouldn't want her to miss any of this.
you're right. Bad idea.
Están emputadas, no les gusta el poliamor, anticuadas, conservadoras. Cirila.
Got a minute?
Of course.
Eridan's
A ver si ya lo
located you
sé.
time and again. How's
Con los
that work?
portales. Ah,
When
bueno,
I
sí.
pass between worlds, I create a kind of shockwave. Anyone properly trained can
También
sense
puede
it.
hacerlo.
That's how Avalok explains it, at any rate. He can do it too.
So you shouldn't actually ever use your power.
It's not like that. The impulse is stronger the longer my voyage. On short hops, the disturbance is practically imperceptible.
Vale, entonces en teoría solo se puede mover
Traveling
de saltos
between
pequeños
worlds.
para que no
What's
la
it
detecte.
like?
It's nice.
Difficult?
It was at first, but in time it became automatic, like riding a horse.
Bet a lot of mages would love to learn to do it.
I'm certain they would. But Avalok claims they've neither the knowledge nor talent. He spent 4 centuries learning to do it, yet can still only find and pass through pre-existing portals. I go wherever I please, whenever I please.
Once you'd left Yen and me on the Isle of Avalon, what happened to you? What did you do?
I traveled through time, space, different worlds.
Vi casas de cristal,
I saw houses of
corrí con
glass,
unicornios en el fin
ran with
del mundo,
unicorns at the world's end. Even
e
lived in an
incluso viví
undersea
un
kingdom
tiempo
for
en
a
un
time.
reino submarino.
Freedom. Always had a taste for it.
I still do.
So why'd you return?
It was too much. I almost drowned in it. When everything is possible, it quickly becomes a lot less alluring.
Qué guapo, loco.
I should go.
All right, we'll talk later.
O sea, tremendo juego que saldría, decía Cirila. O sea, tremendo juego que tenga que viajar hasta el mundo para encontrar a alguien. Y pum, viajas a otro mundo. Y de repente ya no estás en Novigrado, sino estás en, yo qué sé, en Night City. Ponele, por ejemplo, pimba. Y tienes que, te transforma todo el juego. Porque ya no son espadas, sino, bueno, pistolas y el carro y las tramas, loco. Buah, qué guapo sería. Un videojuego de Cirilo. Viajando entre mundos. Cada mundo un juego diferente. Buah. Y pum, un mundo cuadradito Minecraft, hágale. Vámonos. Jennifer.
Geralt,
You and Triss have a good time?
splendid. We finally got the chance to talk.
What about?
Everything but you. Geralt of Rivia is no longer a subject of any interest to either of
¡Ay, la
us.
puta! Hablamos de todo salvo de ti. Geralt de Rivia ya no es un tema que nos interesa a ninguna. Muy bien,
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
vámonos a bala. Yo me voy a poner a entrenar a Cirila para que sea una bruja para.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
¿Me falta algo? Triss, Cirila, las otras malas. Espérate un
Wait
momento.
here.
Vos, Filipa.
Well, what is it?
No need to thank me, Philippa. Always glad to save your ass. You're
Uh-huh.
welcome.
You stood to gain. That is why you saved me.
También es cierto.
Way back when, did you really send assassins after Dijkstra?
You believe I... Do you not remember we were once lovers?
Maybe it's just me, but I think you'd consider that in itself to be reason enough. Actually, I've long wondered why you parted, quarreled even.
You see, Geralt, there are those who keep politics separate from their private lives, and those who do not.
Which one was Dijkstra?
The more boring of the two.
El más aburrido de los dos.
Farewell.
Hola, Margarita. No me te has limpiado la cara, Margarita. ¿Qué te pasa?
How are you feeling?
Better. I thank you. If you'd not arrived in time, things might have ended considerably worse. I am your debtor.
Thank Yennefer. It was her idea, her plan. If you're here, what's become of Aretuza?
The day I arrived in Novigrad, I received a message from Birute Kati. A short, curt note. School overrun by Redanians. The libraries burn. Handful of pupils fled with Nina Vivero. The rest are dead. It is over. Later I learned priests of the Eternal Fire stood amidst the Academy's ruins, promising the rabble that such a punishment awaited all mages and traitors.
Timaron a
Thought
Vetusta a los de
Margarita
Fuego Eterno.
Lowentil would be among the last to get nabbed by witch hunters.
Were it dependent solely on me, of course I would have. But you forget I had my students to consider. I knew the hunters would eventually reach Aretusa. It was but a matter of time. So when I heard Triss was organizing escapes to Kavir, I saw no reason to hesitate.
Ah, vale.
I gathered my novices and we rode here to Novigrad. Sadly, we were caught and thrown in Dayrad before I could contact Triss.
Ah, qué putada.
Didn't
Ellas
see any other sorceresses in there with you.
Because they'd
ya las
already
habían
been
matado. Oh, qué
executed.
mierda.
Burned. Alive. One after the other. The most talented girls in the north.
Uy, qué hijo de puta para que ella sufriera la muerte de todas sus alumnas. Va, pobrecita. Ellas se venían con las... Ella vino con sus alumnas para huir de Radovid con la embarcación, o sea, con la embarcación que Triss estaba mandando a Kobir. Pero no alcanzó a llegar porque las interceptó el fuego eterno y las capturó a todas. A ella y a sus alumnas. Y encima el cabrón de Radovid ejecuta a las alumnas antes que a ella para que ella vea la muerte o sepa de la muerte de todas sus alumnas una tras de otra. Qué hijo de puta, hay que matar a ese perro.
Oh, you make a fine sailor.
Ajá, sí, sí. Ahora sí, ya vámonos.
All are present. You will...
Anchors away.
Qué cabrón Radovid, loco. ¡Ojo! Cinemática. Vaya, cortica la cinemática. Hombre Jen, ¿cómo que te vas a ir solita, hombre? Ya como somos felices aquí los tres. Uy, puta, los barcos de esta gente. Son los barcos de la cacería, loco, que les veo la vela desde acá. Y si participa esa neblina. Ah, vale, mando un polvo. Buah, se lo mataron.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
There is an upside to all this.
Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the Hunt. And we've just found Frangilla Vigo.
Oh, hijo de puta. Estos son los barcos de Nilfgaard. Y ahora voy a tener que escoger entre Nilfgaard y Skellige. No me pongas a escoger eso.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo.
Sí.
We need her here.
Vale, a ver. Fringilla Vigo. Puedes teletransportarme al barco del emperador. Ni siquiera sabemos lo que es la Piedra Solar. Vale, la primera es para ir por Fringilla y la segunda es para ir por la piedra. Me la pela con eso.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the mountain elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Gelban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
No, yo no. A ver.
Dallas, please. Absolutely love elven legends.
Gelban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion, yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Yo sí quería saber.
It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the day the White Fleet
Ahí,
was to
dale,
set
dale,
sail,
ahora.
Gelban
La de la
gave
historia.
Dillion a gift, the Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally. With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Of whom some are below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Arminio, también estaba pensando en Arminio.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Croc's longships are moored there. Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages, of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject, one officially sentenced to death for
Buah.
treason.
you'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
A plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
Es que me toca lidiar con ese
I'm off.
chico y me cae como el culo.
Good luck.
Tu papá me cae mal, Cirila. Carta de Jennifer y Amir Barnes. Vale, vale. Básicamente le está pidiendo la liberación a Emir de Tequila Vigo. Se mojó la carta a Jennifer, ¿te oíste? Me entrego una mierda. Vale. Pregúntale a Crash dónde está Arminia. Bueno, y Crash solamente vive acá, pues. Te la pasas aquí en el faro, tipi. Mirando con tu catalejo.
Wolf, did you see? The black dogs in their rickety tubs. They bay at our gates, seek to strike fear in our hearts.
Saw 'em all. Where's Ermion?
Went to see Lugas. An uncrate on the throne remains a thorn in his ass. Now he's seen the black ones, it pricks him even harder. The druid's gone to reason with the dim-witted nom.
Think I'll join Ermion. Need to talk to him.
Go. And when you see that bloody twit Lugas, be sure and tell him... best not. The druid knows what to say. Farewell.
Vale, crack.
Not you, nor that witch yet.
Acá. Uy. ¿Y Sardinilla?
I'm busy.
Ah, bueno, también lo está.
Would you
Andy.
transfer me there?
Qué bonito. Ah, por cierto, estaba mirando en las entrecargas. Ah, mira, ya no lo atravieso. Qué bonito. Ah, cómo mejoraron este mod brutalmente. En la pantalla de carga me salió un aviso que decía un consejo, ¿no? Estos devices que dan de vez en cuando. Investiga la historia del profesor Murao, algo así, para desbloquear más mutágenos y tener más poderes. O investigación sobre mutágenos para tener más poderes. Imagino que será alguna misión o alguna cosa. Hay que investigar eso. ¿Entiendes? Ya mira, le vuelve a subir la estamina rapidísimo. Tan raro el porqué. Vale, por acá está el niño. Vale, por aquí está el niño. Caballero.
I'll not kneel before an Oncrite, never. That clear to you?
You prefer to aid the black ones?
I'd sooner aid the rights of bleeding Morhog than let Crack rule all Skellige.
And your men, what do they say? Will they follow you when the Jarls call you a traitor?
This here is my land, Druid. Watch your words.
Quiere ser rey por la gracia de Naglfar. Es una traición.
Would you be king by Nilfgaard's grace?
That's your bark before you bite. Did Crack send you here for my head? Well then go ahead. Try to take it. Get him.
Ah, te jodiste, marica. Ya la cagaste muy feo. Ay. Au. Pues matamos a Lugos, loco. Vamos los diagramas. Ay, qué marica Lugos, compañero. Habla con Armiño a la entrada del territorio de Lugos el Loco. Muy mal, Calvo, muy mal. Cagaste. Y no tenía ni la más mínima intención de matarlo, o sea, que ni se me había ocurrido. Cosa que se me hace extraño, que tirando por ahí decapitando como un loco. Okay. Ya, Armiño, por favor.
Well, Geralt, I see no row can occur in Skellige without your participation.
Mean and inaccurate, Ermion. Seems to me I've missed quite a few.
The blood of Croc's blood sits upon the throne, and that is your doing. I'm afraid you've ignited a small civil war.
For ages, men had shed each other's blood in the quest for Skellige's crown. Politics as usual, just a difference of degree. Yet the bloody feast at Caer Trolda was different. It was dishonorable, treacherous, needed investigation. More Witcher's work. Work that culminated with the crowning of the Isle's new queen.
¿Pero y qué? O sea, yo inicié una guerra civil. Hombre.
So, Clan Drummond will attack sooner than we expected, it seems.
Thought Croc sent you to negotiate an agreement with Lugos.
Ha! An agreement. Only Croc believes such a thing possible at this stage.
Mean I didn't actually ruin things for you?
Not this time. Lugos' death stands to change a great deal. His cousin, who will now be named Jarl, is a weak commander. Stupid. This war will start soon, end even sooner. But why have you returned to Skellige?
Vale, vale. Acaba de decir que la guerra con Lugos, entre comillas, esa guerra civil de la que está hablando, pues no va a ser tan guerra realmente, porque Lugos era fuerte, era un jefe fuerte, pero era un imbécil. Y quien va a heredarle el trono de Lugos, su rango de Jarl, es un primo. Y el primo es imbécil también, entonces parece que la guerra va a ser muy corta. ¿Cómo está serie?
Sarah's handling things.
Has the makings of an excellent queen, if she would only flee her father's shadow.
Vale.
Everyone, Lugos excepted, declared their support for her. Yet the minute the Imperial fleet appeared on the horizon, the Jarl took matters into his own hands.
And Hjalmar?
And the lads led 3 raids against the Imperial fleet, all against Krak's will, all failed. Yet he'll find volunteers.
Vale, vale, es que...
Yeah, sounds like Hjalmar.
Es que Hjalmar es muy impetuoso. Ceris es más calculadora. Pero parece que está todavía bajo el dominio del papá, es decir, bajo lo que dijo Arminio, bajo la sombra de Crash.
Listen, Ermion.
Entonces el tipo es el que está dirigiendo de momento la defensa contra Naglfar.
The mask of Urber's first, now the Sunstone. Monsters may rest easy. You've become a treasure hunter. I've never found the Enshe elves interesting. But there's a skald, Eyvind. He could help you. Once told me of some inaccessible caverns or ruins or some such.
Where will I find him?
Today? In Arenbjorn, doubtless. You might also ask the Pearl Divers, Erling and Matthias Fischlung. Of late, they hunt near the tip of the bay, eastern end.
Fischlung? Interesting.
So they call him. Submerges for hours at a time.
Lol.
None know how he does it, but I've my suspicions.
Not too fond of him.
It's nothing personal. I couldn't stand his father or grandfather either.
Vale, es algo genético. Es una herencia
Thanks for your
genética.
help.
One thing, Geralt. These caves are ruins. Matthias and Erling's ancestors would have looted them bare centuries ago were they not protected by some magic barrier. Take a sorceress with you. You must have brought at least one along.
Whole gaggle this time.
Gods protect us.
Que los dioses nos protejan, me vine con toda la pandilla, loco. Aquí estás, vámonos. Busca el pescador de perlas y habla con él.
Slow now.
Vale, primero con él. Ojo.
Not now.
Watching for Nilfgaard's fleet.
Fleet? Oh, aye, they mentioned something. Nay, I've more important matters on my mind. By my calculations, today's the day Gevorg, the legendary white whale, will swim the waters of Skellige. Been waiting for this my whole life.
What's this whale about?
He's to appear when spectres descend from the heavens into the waves. The serpent wakes the sea's wrath, and an icy monster devours an isle. Be the first bard to compose a ballad about him.
Legends don't happen to mention a curse of the Black Sun, do they?
Black Sun? What are you on about?
Never mind. Let's watch for Gevorg together, and you can tell me what you know about any elven ruins in Skellige.
Ahí. Tiene que aparecer una ballena.
Heard of some cavern no one's been able to enter?
Good thing too. Elsewise they'd have plundered it long ago like all the others.
Mira, la ballena, hippie.
Eyvind.
What?
I... just wanted to assure you I only want to look around the cavern. It's research.
¡Ay, hijo de puta!
Writing an adventure novel. Gathering material for it.
Mean to write up the coming of the White Fleet? Prime idea. Mayhaps you could use my translation of the Song of Gilban and Dillion.
Espérate.
Gladly. So where's this
A ver,
cavern?
yo le quería avisar que mira la ballena, marica, la ballena. Y se fue la ballena en un momentito. O sea, marica lleva esperando toda la vida esto.
And good luck with the white whale.
Vaya.
It'll show today. I'm sure of it.
Marica. Pobrecito. Pero yo le di a la opción de decirle, y cuando le dijo el tipo volteó a mirarme y se perdió la ballena.
I'd rather verify it now. Otherwise, I'll continue to wonder if he's not about to stab me in the back.
You've something of a persecution complex.
You needn't come with us.
I haven't intended it.
Going somewhere?
Siri says there's a site in Skellige we must examine. Avalok's clearly hiding something from us.
Earlier, when we were in the Isles together, Avalok mentioned a laboratory. At one point, he wished to teleport there, to retrieve something. And he refused to take me with him. It was all very strange.
Sufficiently suspicious, don't you think?
So what? Want to just sneak in and root around?
Exactly. Coming with?
Fine. Where is it?
On a small isle between Undvik and Speakerog.
Not exactly on our way. Just found out the sunstones on Ard Skellig. Cavern along the coast that we can only access from the sea. Gonna need some real magic to get in, too.
Go find this laboratory. I will explore Ard Skellig. You can join me later.
Philippa, your eyesight. Only just recovered and magically simulated. Didn't you say you'd need some time to get accustomed?
Did I?
I'd forgotten how irritating she can be. Come, Siri.
Bueno.
We'll await you there.
Ojalá que esté inquieto y como que esté ocultando información así. Ojito. Vale. Voy a dejar la misión por acá. ¿Cuánto llevo? No. Sí, voy a dejar estas misiones van a estar corticas, van a estar en plan de investigación, de rollo, de charlar, de ver cómo se va concluyendo la trama. Voy a dejarlo por aquí. Siguiente misión, una hija de la vieja sangre. Parece que va a estar centrada mucho en sí, la siguiente misión. Pues nada, nos vemos mañana. Si les gustó el video, déjense un likeazo que se vea, comenten algo ahí abajito y suscríbanse al canal. Nos vemos, plaga.